Hello, 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 you fantastic, wonderful, delicious, amazing, marvelous, magical coach, you. Yes, you. Now, I'm in a little bit of a different surroundings, but I'm still Ben Dooley, MCC coach. I'm here to grow your coaching. I'm here to grow you. I'm here to help you get stronger, sharper, better. I'm committed to helping you be the coach you are here to be. And I do this through many ways. If you watch these videos, you're familiar. You're like, oh, yeah, you're going to tell us now about the Coaching Skills Forum. Absolutely, because you need to get on these calls. These are amazing. Go to coachingskillsforum.com. Twice a month, coaches are gathering to explore our coaching skills in deep, powerful, provocative, open, eye-opening, heart-opening, every opening conversation. You're going to love them. And if you can't get on the live calls, that's okay, because just come and check out the recordings. We've got hundreds of recordings. As of this, we're coming up into our 19th, we're in our 19th year. Oh my goodness. And these videos are in tandem with the Coaching Skills Forum. So we're going to be talking in a couple of weeks about brainstorming, and I'm here to talk with you right now about brainstorming. And what does it mean? And what are we really talking about? Now, I'm not going to go through all the stuff that we're going to talk about, or I'm expecting we're going to talk about on the Coaching Skills Forum calls. I'm going to talk to you about something else. Because alarms. So I'm going to talk to you about, first off, what brainstorming typically is, because brainstorming is that tool that we use to kind of cultivate ideas, get things generated, come up with some new options, some new idea possibilities. Well, what else can we do? Let's brainstorm. And it's used pretty commonly. Coaching didn't invent it. Coaching just says, hey, brainstorming can be a really powerful tool in our coaching. First off, I want to clarify, there's a little bit in the class that I teach, the Fast Pass to Masterful Coaching. I do a whole much more deep dive into how and why this all works. But the short answer is, when we are feeling stress, when we are feeling overwhelmed, when we're feeling fatigued, when we're feeling threatened, when we're feeling pressure, when we're kind of every day there's some kind of stress, there's some kind of thing going on, and we just naturally start to clamp down, and it makes us harder to think more creatively. And part of that also is that we are creatures of habit. So we start to find a lane, or this is how it works, or this is what typically happens and what's expected, or this is just what I do. And we fall into that mode of, this is just what I do, and this is just how it goes. And it's our natural comfort mode, because this is a familiar, even if it's not producing the results I want, it's still familiar. And partner that with, there's some pressure, there's some consequences, and now, oh crap, we start to lose our ability to think creatively and intelligently and powerfully. And this is why our clients start getting stuck. We start asking questions. Well, I mean, what else can you do? I don't know. I mean, this is like the only thing I can think of. And it's absolutely true in that moment. You need to get that, because we've been trained to challenge our clients and to push them, but we start doing it in ways that aren't always effective. Well, what if you did know another way? Well, what would be another way anyways, even if you just said you don't know? And so this is where I'm going to challenge you, coach, to actually accept in the moment that it is true. There are no other ideas. There are no other ways to go. There are no other options available in that moment for the client from their perspective. Your perspective, you know that there are a massive, mad, crazy gonzo number of directions and options that you can go. Absolutely. So we got to find out how to get these two worlds to meet. And that's when we start talking about brainstorming. brainstorming is actually, there's another default that happens in our coaching where we kind of just dump it all on the client to come up with new things, come up with new things. Yes, ideally, especially coming to the end. I'm going to talk about this in just a moment. So you get to be a part of the brainstorming. The other default problem that occurs with brainstorming is that we've got a free space to give our magic answers. Yes, that's true, but don't give it away first. Take your time. Take your time. And hold it lightly, because it may, although it feels like the right answer that you're going to slip on in there, it may not actually be the right answer. So you get to offer it as an answer. And that's what all of these brainstorming options are. Brainstorming is really simply remember, I just said, when our clients are feeling threatened, pressure, stress, overwhelm, fatigue, anything that's taxing and challenging to our survival and our being, our well-being, then we kind of go into a small little fight, flight, or freeze experience. Now, I know you've heard that, flight, fight, or freeze. And there's also the familiar habit. This is just what I do. This is how it goes. We just go into that comfort. It's automatic, unconscious reaction. That's all this is. Look more closely. You will see every client that comes to you, it's got a little teeny tiny fight, flight, or freeze, more familiar. And that's okay. That's to be expected. And your job, when that happens, their threat level goes up, and then they lose a little bit of access to their creativity and intelligence and power. Oh, I go so much more into this in my class. And your job, dear coach, is to do one of two things. Always lower the threat level. Now, we do this many tactics and skills and strategies, but it's also, we can go and do it, because when we lower the threat level, right, access to creativity and intelligence and power start to go a little higher. But also, when we just start kind of pushing our way into that creativity and intelligence and power. And when we do that, their threat level starts to lower. This is the power of brainstorming. Because we're kind of stepping out of being confined and stuck in the limitations of the problem, and we're going right to possible solutions. Not the right solution, possible solutions. And we just start exploring and playing around and discovering and creating. There's the pressure of getting the right answer has backed off. Isn't that cool? That's all that brainstorming is. It's not about coming up with the right answer. It's just, what's another possible answer? Another possible thing you can do, or another possible thing that will happen, or another this, or another that. We're just exploring without the threat of consequence. Because nothing's happened yet. We're just cultivating ideas. And then, and I'll tell you, when I said, like, you've got the right answer, don't start with the right answer, your right answer. And start with the answer they gave you, because that's an answer. Don't dismiss it. All that does is add to the problem. See, not only do you have a big problem, but you're so stupid you can only think of the one wrong thing that doesn't work. It may be right, it may be wrong. In this moment, it feels wrong, but we still bring it in as an option, not a favorable and desirable option. And then explore. Throw in ideas that are not good ideas. Throw in like some sucky bad ones, and let them know, hey, we're not here to get just, to find only brilliant ideas. We're here to come up with ideas. So what's a stupid, sucky, horrible, ugly, bad one? And that breaks the pressure. Oh, yes, I could go and put my head in the sewer. Yes, got it. Not a favorable one. I don't recommend it, but it's an option. That's all that you're doing. And now we're going to take it even deeper, because if you've watched these videos, you know about the core. The core of our coaching, the three powerful principles that absolutely transcend and shift and sink and plummet you deeply into masterful coaching. If you've watched these videos, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, and this is your first one, welcome. And now you're about to learn. And these three principles are the cornerstone of the entire advanced coach training program. And this unlocks your coaching into deeper, more extremely awesome levels. Trust me. So the core, the three letters, the three principles that define masterful coaching. CO in core is all about connection. Now look at connection and brainstorming, right? Because connection is all about that relationship. It's all about that flow. It's all about giving and receiving. We only get to do that when we are connected. Isn't that beautiful? If you're not connected to your client, you're just kind of dumping options and ideas, but it's not really a partnering. It's not really a collaboration. We're not creating it together. This is why I said, don't just dump it on, okay, client, what else? Okay, client, what else? Okay, client, what else? That's not connection. That's not powerful coaching. Don't do it. Nor is brainstorming an excuse for you to give them all the answers. It's partnering. You connect with your client and then give and receive. Give, yes, you can, dear coach, and receive. Absolutely. Connect with your clients. Now, notice when you're brainstorming with your clients powerfully, connection will be there. It has to be there. And when you're focused on connecting with your clients, brainstorming occurs not just in the pocket design of we're going to brainstorm. No, brainstorming actually happens anywhere and everywhere, even unofficially, because that's what happens when we start popping ideas and what about this and looking at infinite possibilities and I don't know how does this work? You're brainstorming when you are in deep connection with your clients. You get that, right? The R in core is all about revealing. Oh my goodness, revealing. That's all that brainstorming is about. You're just revealing. You're not revealing the answer. You're revealing possibilities. And in those possibilities, revealing new parts of the client. How are they feeling about this? What are they thinking? What's another idea? What's here? What's this? What's that? You're just constantly revealing. So when you're brainstorming powerfully, that revealing magically occurs. It's amazing. And you chicken egg it, when you're all about revealing, you are doing a brainstorming of a type. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing let's have a brainstorming session right now. You give an answer, I give an answer. You give an idea, I give an idea. Yes, that's the brainstorming structure, but brainstorming can happen anywhere, anytime, in the moment. What about this? What about that? When we start exploring infinite possibilities and what are you noticing right here? And what else is here? And what else is here? And what else is here? You're actually storming into their brain and you're revealing. Oh my goodness, how beautiful. And lastly, not nearly least, the E in core is all about empowering the client. Absolutely. Every time. This is why I say don't give them the answer. You can give them the answer, but you kind of weave it in with other things because it may not end up being the answer. It's an answer. And you're empowering the client by going straight to their creativity and intelligence and power. You're doing that. Client, what else is possible? What else could you do? Even if it's a stupid, ugly, sucky, bad idea, let's plop it out, because then that opens up new ideas and new possibilities. And the whole time, your client is just getting more and more empowered. When you're brainstorming, empowerment happens. It just happens. Don't take my word for it. Go try it. Check it out. I hope this is helpful. I hope this has been sparkling and engaging and activating you, because, oh my goodness, I cannot wait till the next time I coach. And really, the next time you coach, just take core, put it right where you are to remind you. Come back for more. Next week, I'm going to actually dive into another angle, approach, area, use of brainstorming and how it shows up in our coaching. What? There's more? Are you kidding me? Take a moment and sit down with a fellow coach and start brainstorming about how many different ways you can apply brainstorming. You're going to love that one. Anyways, have a wonderful week. I will see you next week. Try brainstorming, whether it's formally, actual exercise, or not. And it's just informally, and ideas start popping. See what happens when you start practicing it outside of your coaching. What are we going to do for dinner tonight? I don't know. Let's start throwing out. Let's come up with 20 ideas of what we could do for dinner. That's a structure, right? We've learned that. Maybe draw a list of 1 to 10, 1 to 15, 1 to 20. Doesn't matter. 4. And then just fill the slots. And now the task becomes filling the slots rather than solving the problem, which takes away the threat level. Because now it's a game. It's fun. Ooh, we've got 7 more slots. What else can we put in here? That's all that it is. And all the time, I promise you, connect, reveal, empower your clients. Everything goes so much easier. And until next time, bye-bye. Hey there, you beautiful, amazing, fantastic, delicious, razzle-dazzle, and masterful coach. Yes, you, masterful coach, because you're watching this, which tells me you are a masterful coach. There's more to learn, and that's where I come in. Go to bedo.org. You'll also see it right here. And go to bedo.org, and that's where you're going to find tons of other materials, resources, videos, recordings, audios, free calls, a free membership level, tons of stuff, incredible amounts of materials just for you. Regardless of whatever level of coach you are right now, you are going to find tremendous value and resource. And it's all here at bedo.org. bedo.org. Go check it out, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.